When I was in Warminster over the weekend, I was forced into something I don't usually do. Watch the telly. Yes. Oh, God, that was a painful experience. Mind you, I did find a couple of films on which was all right. But there was this news programme I was watching a bit later on, and they were talking about the antisocial behaviour problem we have within this country and how it could be solved. And they came up with this wonderful idea. And do you know what they called it? Broken windows. Now, you may think, well, what are you on about, Andy? But I had to laugh. I'll tell you about it next. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing alright. I'm not too bad. Let me know how you are in the comments. Everything's alright where you are and that your day's going to be okay. That's the main thing, isn't it? Well, broken windows. Why did I laugh? You see, we have a problem in this country where things are getting out of control. We have the petty little crimes which go on and become rather large, horrible, horrific crimes. And we don't have the police manpower to deal with it. And the police manpower we do have may or may not be up to the damn job they were employed to do in the first place. So the whole thing goes... Now, the politicians and powers that be want to put a sticking plaster over it and fix it and, you know, rub their hands in glee. Look at our antisocial behaviour bill that we're going to push through, which of course will not work and it will not be effective, because there just isn't the manpower and they don't throw the resources at it to do anything about it. Well, there's one particular thing that I heard which made me chuckle: broken windows. And they come out with this as if it was a new idea. Well, trust me folks, it isn't a new idea. And I'll tell you where the origins lie. Back in the 1980s, probably the 1980s, New York City, crime was out of control. Homicides were through the roof, larceny was through the roof, everything was through the roof. Carjackings, you name it, out of control. And if you don't believe me, I can point you in the right direction to give you the evidence of that fact. And they got to a crisis point and they had to think, what do we do about this? We've got to do something. So all the big chiefs get together. They think, right, and they come up with things like Comstat, and they come up with a process by which they concentrate on the smaller, minor crimes like shoplifting, vandalism, and other kinds of, you know, petty larceny that you might find. And when they started hitting those and hitting them hard, the effect it had, all of the other major crimes at the other end of the scale reduced significantly. And they had units to get guns off the streets and various other things. I could make a whole video on this, I really could. And what you have to understand is, if you tell them at an early stage, you're not going to get away with it. When they graduate to more serious crimes later on, they think they can get away with it and do it. You cut them off at the start. And do you know what they called that? Broken windows policing. It's not a new idea. It's probably pushing 40 years old now. It's a great idea. And, you know, it's something like policing was done in the old days. Prevent crime. But the problem is, it's all well and good saying it. How's it going to get introduced? How's it going to get implemented now? You tell me. And if they go down the route of these 15-minute cities and all the rest of it, where we're all hemmed in like little sardines, how are they going to enforce the laws? But because, believe you me, it will need to happen. Let me know what you think of broken windows in the comments below. Are you from the States? Have you heard of this before? Any comment to make? Let me know. Interesting. I'm off. I'll see you shortly with one more. Toodaloo.